1 2 1 2. That's how I sound.
Yeah, you put it down. I like
when
that.
you hear yourself for the first time, and when you hear yourself back.
Who's breathing?
That's Dad.
That's Dad. He's
Sorry,
blocked
I'm just
nose. He's had a cold. I've been keeping him away from
I'm
me all
good.
week.
I'm all
Are
good.
you
I
not
refuse
well?
to get sick.
Oh, man, I was good. Last night I hopped into bed. It was like I was choking. And I'm not joking.
You're choking yourself out.
That's how he literally
Also doing
was
other
breathing.
activities.
Yeah, I'm clogged too. I was trying to, you know what I found? Because mouth breathing, right?
Yep.
Bad for your dental hygiene.
What is it?
Yeah, that's what I found.
Yeah, old stinky breath.
What offence are you talking? Mate?
Exactly. Oh, mate, you just like to throw that around. Oh, you bad breath, Trish. I don't have bad breath. Funny enough, you're the only person that has ever mentioned it.
Sounds like you've been chewing Tic Tac,
Yeah, I think-
diarrhea Tic Tac.
Can I just get something straight?
I think your nose is too
I'll just
close
like
to
to
your
say something
ass.
straight off the top. There's two things that I don't have and ensure I never do. One is BO and the other one is bad breath.
That's incorrect.
I'm totally paranoid of it and do it all the time. Trish, on the other hand, never admits to it. I always pick her up when she doesn't brush her teeth. I always go, you haven't been brushing your teeth. We're on the plane the other day. I'm not kidding. It was absolutely horrendous.
It wasn't me because I could smell someone's
Trish,
breath.
it was your breath,
Yeah, well,
man.
you
'Cause then we
have-
hopped in the car. It was still humming.
What about your fungus though, Cobber?
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh, yeah. That fungus you've got.
Actually, it's time to retreat it. He's making progress
the
with
body
that.
tinea.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's growing.
There's a certain
It's
player.
ongoing.
There's a certain player I play with who had the worst body tinea I've ever seen. It was horrendous. We're not naming names. I think Cooper won't know who it is. And we found out it was because he actually, what he was doing was he lived by himself, and what he did was he thought the dryer was the washer for about 3 weeks. He got a new dryer, and he thought it was one of those ones that do both.
Washer dryer.
Yeah, so he was training all day, and then what he was doing was putting his dirty, stinky training clothes, wet in summer from the humidity, straight into the dryer, and then reusing those clothes.
Such a stinky boy.
How many clubs do you play for?
Yeah.
Was it, could just clarify one thing.
Super League in a row.
Oh. Was it at
Bonjour.
nights with you? That's all you have to narrow it down, just to nights or souths. How about that?
I'm going to say nights.
It's one of those two.
It's nice.
Oh, well, just clarify one. That's all we want. I don't want names. I just want club. Nights or souths, Jack?
It's nights.
It's nights.
I was going to say
Really?
both, but no,
not.
nice.
Dang
Anyway,
Gagai.
bonjour. Let's
No.
get on with this.
French.
Uh-oh.
Bonjour's French, right? Bonjour is?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is, and I think our listeners do as well.
Now, people, if
Yeah.
you're a dance, what would you be? As I introduce you all, welcome.
I did an oldie but a goldie. Well, not that old in the context of my life. The dab.
Oh, I love the dab.
You've
Yeah,
always
he's dabbed.
Dad loves the dab.
What
I
was
don't
the
know
other
why.
thing? A dab and a...
Dab. And remember, there was the whip and nay. Whip
The what?
and
The
nay.
stanky leg.
No, the dab and stanky leg didn't go hand in hand.
I thought the stanky and the stanky leg were about the same era.
What about the Dougie? It was the Dougie one?
Teach me
That
how
was
to Dougie.
that was
Oh, that was
beforehand, right?
Mate, I think the Dougie come in at about early mid 2000s. It's probably about 2008, I reckon, because then there was that song by I think it was Big Sean, potentially or Soldier Boy. It was called "Teach Me How to Dougie." I'll research who did it.
Because I got a mate who was actually paid out at school. They spread a rumor around that his dad's named Doug. I'm not going to name who he is.
yeah, we
but
don't know.
Bonjour.
they spread a rumor around the school that their dad used to make them get naked and sing "Teach Me How to Dougie Dougie" in the nude and do the dance.
Yeah, which
That's
is
the family I want to meet.
Cali Swag District.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how many more hits they had.
Yeah, almost got in fisticuffs at the boat shed one night when I was on the dance floor dancing.
R.I.P.
And I was mucking
boat
around
shed.
and I started dabbing. And this bloke goes, "Oh, please, dabbing, get with the program, man." That was 2 years ago.
How old was he?
It was a younger guy.
Smart
and I just
ass,
said,
isn't it?
"I'll fucking dab
Hey, I'm
whenever I want."
There was a period. Remember, Jack? Like there was a year-long period where Dad was dabbing every
He
weekend.
was dabbing.
And he was dabbing like he'd get excited and then dab, and you were dabbing on your show and stuff like on Fox League, which airs every Sunday and Thursday night.
Yeah.
But you used
Very
to,
good cross
Getting great
promotion,
feedback
Cooper.
for the dab too. People say, "Bring back the dab."
who said that?
I just fans.
Yeah, who-
I don't know, just It's hard to keep track of them, man.
You got so many fans.
I'm loving that shirt.
Facsimiles, things like that all the time.
You do. That's a cool shirt.
That's
you've
a
got on.
really cool shirt.
I have gone. That's Scotch and Soda, by the way.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Shout out Peter McWhirter.
Stop plugging.
Mate, Pizza Champ. Now,
You're a champ.
I've gone the YMCA because I'm everything that you want to enjoy, and I like to hang out with all the boys.
You're a man's man. You're a real man's man, aren't you?
Oh, that was just the Trump.
That's the Trump dance.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you kept
You've
doing
been
that.
doing that a bit too.
you see Trump get into
Kevin Rudd. Yeah.
I don't.
But Rudsy wasn't there.
Yeah, he was.
He was in the room.
He goes, "Is that a
Why would
diplomat
they-
here? The one who was he there?" And everyone went, "Oh."
I love how he put his hand up and he was going, yeah, that was me.
Before I got into the position, you're going, "You little weak bastard," because you're going, "Mate, just own it." Yeah, that was me. I disagree with a lot of stuff. He goes, "Oh, that was before I got the position."
Yeah, I saw that because he goes.
Oh,
Yeah, they
what,
go.
when you're Prime Minister?
He acted like he didn't know who it was. At the start. Trump was like, "Oh, has somebody badmouthed me?" And then they were like, "Yeah," and he goes,
Because
"Oh,
Albo was on his right and Albo was like, oh, yeah, ha, ha. Mate, the whole time Albo just laughed at Kevin Rudd getting taken
Belittled.
the piss out of.
But it was he kind of says it in a way that like seems like he's joking, but you can tell he's probably not.
Who?
He's
Trumpy?
like Trump was like, he's like, well, I
no,
don't like you either, and I never will.
He goes, "He's just he's a weak, nasty little man." He said it once before, and he knew which one it
No,
was.
I think I heard him say, "I hate you."
Nah,
Oh.
Don't
did you?
think
You
so.
just said you hadn't heard it.
No. Today, just in the radio earlier.
Oh, what radio station was it?
I don't know. Kiss, actually.
Smooth or something, were you?
No, it was Kiss.
Was he says okay?
You listen to the radio still?
Oh, just when it's on. Oh, I don't know.
She every
Yeah,
morning
when it's on.
when Trish every morning listens to Kiss, I
No,
gets up,
just
I can hear it.
sometimes.
Matt,
Sometimes I do.
Matt, Cooper's segment's coming up.
Cooper's on the radio again.
He's on the wireless,
on the
man.
wireless.
Hang
You
on.
sound so old.
Now you're making me sound like Gail and Gaz. Now, are we
We'll
going to
get
let
to-
the people know that upcoming?
Have you done your dance yet?
No,
No, we'll
Do
get
your
to that.
dance.
no one cared.
No
We
one
haven't
asked.
done Jack either. So
I'm the
sorry.
Macarena.
Why?
Just because I actually can remember the moves, although I can't right now, but I could at the time.
Glad we
and
hung
that's
in there.
also why I like the YMCA. Because you know what? In all the years of the nut bush, still cannot get it right.
I don't know the nut bush either.
Oh, I'm
Talking to the
hopeless.
right guy. If you want
Do
to
you
be
know
taught. I know the nut bush.
Say it.
I'd love to see it.
Church house. It's back.
Hey,
One
no.
leg out, forwards, back, dot, spin.
Okay.
45 degrees. Continue.
Okay. Can I just say something? For everyone's dance, can we do a little skit this week? Everyone has to do their dance.
The dab. Sweet. I'll happily
You
do
do
it.
the dab. You, Matt. I don't know what you're going to have to do. You have to do the YMCA and you have to do Nutbush since you're bragging that you know how to do it.
The nut bush.
Jack Johns. This I'm excited for.
What?
What dance are you?
I've gone with the waltz, Trish.
Oh, what a gentleman.
You'll be doing a waltz.
Yeah, I've gone with the waltz.
Viennese waltz, perhaps?
Sorry?
The Viennese waltz?
Viennese waltz.
I don't know what that is.
I heard
1,
something
2, 3,
interesting the other day, boys, that you had never heard of. Back in the day when you were traditional dance, Nen and Pop mentioned it, is when you do a traditional dance, a man could go up and tap the man on the shoulder and cut in.
Oh, well, the
So I
old
could be
people used to
dancing
do
with
that.
Trish and someone comes up and taps me on the shoulder and then he steps in and starts dancing.
But what
with
if
Trish.
I don't want to dance with him?
Well, that's up to your own accord.
You see
Yeah.
that in those old movies.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
see a bit of that. They
And
it
in
was a
the
big thing.
English.
yeah.
And you know what I learnt the other day as well, because I went down and stayed in this jail, this abandoned haunted jail, which we're going to get to after we talk about Jack's shenanigans from his birthday party. But the lady there who was running the jail, she runs the ghost tour. She told me back in the 1800s, if you were a woman and your husband left you, they would admit you into the jail.
Yes, that was true.
And not that you were locked in there, but like they would basically house you there, but you couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Which was like which begged the, and I said, well then
What,
technically
Hotel
technically
California?
they're an inmate then, and she's like, no, they weren't inmates because like they hadn't done anything wrong, and I said, well they couldn't leave. She goes, no, they couldn't leave until like they found something else for them to be
Yeah.
taken care of.
It was known as, some people call it history. I call it the good old days.
So
The people were taken care of.
Yeah, sure.
Cooper, what was the lady that was taking you on the tour? Because I saw your if you saw Cooper's Instagram page, the night he had to stay in there, he put 50 cents. What's the song by 50 Cent?
PIMP.
PIMP,
Pimp.
and he had the older woman that was guiding him around saying "Welcome to my crib," MTV.
Yeah, her. Yeah,
Cooper
I'm trying to remember her name. I think her name was Sonia. But I like imagine a lady who you think would be running a ghost tour at an ex-mental / jail asylum.
I have a picture in my head.
In Ararat, country Victoria.
Yep.
Imagine what she'd look like. And then double it. This is what this woman like. She was just like I said to her, you are the perfect person to be running this prison. And she was like, thank you. Like she had a little.
Let me have
I'll
a
show
look.
you.
Like it was a compliment.
Yeah. I don't know if she thought it. Like she had a walking like a.
Before I see
Jesus.
Before I see her, I'm envisaging the governess off the chase. Something like that.
Worse.
Very similar. But very
She's
similar.
scary.
Holy shit! Sure, that's not the ghost.
It's not wrong.
Holy!
Oh my gosh,
fuck.
Cooper. Matt, stop swearing. She's scary.
She was like the most lovely lady though.
Is she?
Like, I loved
She
her.
looks like a nice lady.
She was the best. But yeah,
She looks scary.
But like she was walking around, like she had this one walking stick, and like she was really heavily leaning on it. Like she had like that little.
Bad leg.
She's wearing like a medieval garb. The way she's got a hair,
The
like
long
what
grey
she's wearing, and
hair.
she's got like on all of her fingers, she's got gold rings.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, They with these sort of psychic / medium / types, like who are
have a
into
look.
ghosts, they all have heavily jeweled. They've got so much jewelry on, almost to the point where like they couldn't walk into the room without all their jewelry clanging together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what strikes me with her is her particularly light but bright eyes.
Right.
Yeah, someone say
They're very light
Someone
blue.
say demented eyes. It's very. I imagine it would have been very, very different to the time the grill team. We went into Long Bay Jail to get a bit of a tour around, and one of our producers slept with one of the screws. The people who, one of the guards.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
A female guard.
Yeah, female guard. She was one of the ones showing us around. Next minute, they're off, and after she knocked off, didn't take her to one of the cells or the shower room.
Yeah.
Because there was enough action going there anyway.
We
Wow.
don't need to know that.
Right. Okay.
but
Sort of.
watch out.
irrelevant.
We are going to do that. I'm going to make everyone do it. I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
Like, go to jail.
Who cares?
No. The dance. You got to do your dance.
We'll do it.
Sure. We'll think
You
about
have
it
to
later.
start rehearsing.
We'll do a vote. We'll do a vote. Everyone vote? You want to do a vote?
Yeah.
This is not a democracy, Matthew.
Well, exactly. It's not. And as I just brought up those rules from the 1800s, we're gonna bring that back into this household.
Be careful, Trish. If I walk out the door, you're going to the pokey.
Yeah.
What?
You're in the clink. You'll go straight to jail if Dad
What
leaves.
do you mean?
Oh, Jesus. That reference went straight over your head.
Short memory, she's got a...
Goldfish. The goldfish has the shortest memory in the world.
I am a goldfish.
10-second memory. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
What's amazing?
You'd hear the...
I got you.
Well played, Trish. I like
Thank you,
that.
Jack. Thank you, darling.
That was so good that it actually didn't go over my head, so, which is amazing.
Can we talk about Jack's birthday?
Yes.
What a fantastic day. What a fantastic crew. And I'm about to say something that you will very rarely hear. How maggot was Nan?
Nan was
Oh,
born.
maggot.
Yeah. And,
Gail Johns, take a bow.
And she can be a bit of a pest when she's magged.
Oh, punishing.
yeah. She and don't worry, Pop wasn't too far behind her as well. But
Yeah, Pop's got form though.
yeah, Pop's got he's got callous liver. But Gail was very, very mega. And you know what? I didn't see him for ages. I kind of like did my own thing, and then when I saw him maybe 3 hours later, I was like, "Holy smokes!" She was so blind. She was leading the dance floor.
Yeah.
Like she was she would have been the oldest in the room by.
She coming up
6
to me
years.
going, "Hey, Matt, change the music." I said, "No, we're on a bit of a route here." She goes, "I was just talking to all Jack's friends, and they demanded that we play Bob Seger's old-time rock and roll." I said, "Mum, I don't think any of Jack's friends will know who Bob Seger is." She goes, "Yeah, they do, and they also want to hear Chris Christopherson's Me and Bobby McGee."
No, she sent some of my friends
and I
up
said,
with that.
Go, Mum, with all due respect, none of those kids out there, none of those 20-somethings will know who those two artists are.
I can see where you get it from now. Like you
The
get
music domination.
the mic hogging.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because you're bad for that. Where like you also
Did we let her sing?
you
And
also
you're
don't-
usually that one copper. You're the belligerent bloke that demands his music to be
Yeah,
played
that
at a
is
party
true.
of 50 people.
Yeah. Remember that time back at our friend Kath's house where there was a house party going on at Kath's and Dad Dad was on mute, or Dad was having. Remember, you nearly fought that girl, not physically, but you got in an argument with her friend because she was trying to change the music.
Now, in fairness, everyone was having an argument with that girl that night.
Oh, sheer punish.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was someone's ex.
Oh God, that's right.
Remember? Yeah.
What a piece of work she was.
Oh,
I wonder if she's up to this, guys.
Can we talk about Pop for a second?
yeah, we sure can.
Yeah.
Gaz loves being spoken about. Let's do it.
So Gaz, basically it was Everest Day. So Gaz went on a roll and was like a cock and a walk. He was trying to get us all to back his tips in. And by race 2 or 3, we've all decided, we'll put some money on it. I personally turned $25 into $130 into, I think it was about $580.
Well,
one of the boys loaded up, right? And by the end of the night, he's come up to Gaz, kept it to himself, and told Gary he turned $25 with Gary's tips into $5,000.
It's incredible.
Whoa, everyone needs
he
Gaz
was going
around.
the long shots, places on long shots, everything. Gaz was literally had the hot hand.
And what I love about Dad is, right, because Dad's quite cynical. Like, Dad, if anybody else gives you a tip, you won't back it. Like, you've got your own methods. And everybody else was winning.
Not true.
Everybody else was winning around you because they were all following Gaz, and it was almost like out of spite. You wouldn't take any of his tips. And I was just watching you burning. I remember Gaz came up the stairs at one stage at the Collaroy after his thing had won, and he went down to watch it, and then he must have known everybody upstairs had backed it, and he walked up, and because he's quite old, it takes him a while to get up the stairs these days. So when he come up, it was probably 3 minutes past the race, and we saw him waddle in. And everybody, Jack goes, here he is. Everyone turned around and clapped him in, and Gaz was just raised his fist in the air he was Rocky Balboa.
You know what he did? You know what he said? Because this is his go-to. He goes, you fucking beauty.
Yeah, you fucking beauty. Yeah, he did clean up. He got the boys a lot of cash, though.
I hope he got himself a lot of cash.
I didn't back a single one. I did a single horse all day.
Because everything he said, I just went, there's no way.
Yeah,
I was cursed.
I was thinking too.
I tell you what sapped my trust in him, Jack, was the fact that at the start of the day, I had to go down and show him how to use the tab machine because he hasn't got a tab app or anything like that or a sports bet account, and so we had to I said, he goes, mate, have they got a thing where I just put the thing of paper in? I said, no, Gaz, you've actually got. I don't know how to work the machine. I said, Gazza, I'm going to show you how to do it, mate. We stood there.
How was that?
Just stood there. Honestly, it felt like 20 minutes going. So if I do that, no, mate, no, just hold, hit that, then hit that. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, what do I?
Wait, so
Paul,
how does he?
You know what? It's
how does
pretty
he bet?
unfair.
He up at
With
Cessnock,
people.
they've still got a lot of the old school ones where you get there and you put it in the machine.
Oh, where you use
And
the
there's
pen, you colour the sheet with the pencil and then you put it in there.
Yep, yes.
Yeah, right.
The old school, because a lot of
And
the
a
older
lot of
punters
older,
are.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you need to cater for them
Because that's similar like how you do Keno, right? Like that when I've played
Yes.
Keno, you tick the boxes, do all your stuff,
love
and then you
Keno.
put them in there.
Spot on.
Yeah, right.
That was
How-
go way back in the day.
How old is Gaz?
Well,
70
you know why they changed it, Coops?
No.
Is because what they used to do is you could put on about 20 bets. Well, you could put 50 bets on at once, as
all in one.
much as you could put into the machine. And what would happen? They would process one by one. But what people were doing, they were having a massive bet, like let's say $500 on the bottom ticket that would process first as the race was about to jump, and it would just process and process and process. And that one's already. That one's already been processed and you've got to get the money. But they'd watch while the others are being processed and people would run out of the tab and not pay. You know what I mean?
Ah, right, yeah.
So
okay.
then they changed the whole system so that couldn't happen. And, of course, they film now and things like that. Yeah.
I imagine they would have been robbed, not robbed, but back in the day there would have been quite a...
Rorts.
Well, a little bit later, we got a bit of a theme about robbery today. We've got some great stories about robbery. But at Jack's party, Jack, let's talk about the crew. Some of the crew was there. All your mates were there, all your great mates. And you had Zach Hosky, of course. Well, I didn't know until the next day. Someone went, oh, geez, isn't Zach Hosky a nice kid? And I went, shows you how blind I was. I went, was Zach here?
Well, he showed up quite late.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He'd been at
Him and
the
his
Everest
partner.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He
a
took
good effort.
ages.
Yeah.
He was out of action for a while. He didn't get here till what? 8 p.m. at night? 9 p.m. at
Yeah,
night?
8 or 9 p.m., something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite was Curtis Dark.
And Darky.
We've spun some yarns about Darky before on Jack's
He's
on the
the
potty.
best.
He used to live with Jack.
Yeah.
He's cousins to Boyd Cordner. Now he's from Old Bar. Jack played in his golf day the other day up there. And my favourite part of the night was just talking about this with one of my mates. He's standing in the bar in their kitchen with Phil Bailey, and him and Bales are talking, and he knocked over a glass of red wine and it smashed and went all over Trish's kitchen rug, and he wigged out so bad he grabbed a whole like bucket of bicarb soda, threw the whole thing on the carpet. Like the whole thing was just covered in white bicarb soda, and then he wigged out so bad because he was out the thing trying to scrub it and get it off that he just bought a whole new rug.
I just wish he'd told me because I really don't care about that rug. It's
Well,
just
he's a gentleman.
I know.
It's arriving today, apparently.
Oh, is it? Well, the thing is, like the next day, it took me a lot to actually clean up the mess that they'd made with all the bicarb everywhere.
Well, what really impressed me is the fact that he knows how to play to his fetish, his foot fetish. He was telling all the girls that were here that he was a podiatrist.
Yeah.
He was playing with their feet. And they were just so impressed. They had no idea that he was getting off.
Yeah, the girls come up to me and were going, "Mate, you'd made Darky such a great fella. He's told me that my slides aren't good for me. Mate, I didn't know he was a podiatrist." I went, "What?
He's not.
He's not a podiatrist."
That's such a creepy thing to find out afterwards that like the guy
He works for a podiatrist though, and
he does?
he's almost an architect. Yeah, he's working at a podiatry clinic. He told me that earlier in the day.
I know. As he was playing with your feet.
Hang on.
Sometimes you don't know you're being gutted.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
He does.
Yeah, saw him taking photos of your feet, Trish.
Are you sure, Jack?
Yeah, I'm
does.
pretty certain he doesn't.
Well, okay, let's have a bet. He wouldn't lie to my face.
Trish, he literally lied about
He lied-
being a podiatrist.
He lies to
I
everyone.
know he's not a podiatrist, but he works at a podiatry clinic.
I
Don't know.
And he does a
certain-
lot of the assessments and things.
That mate, Trish,
I'm
he was
pretty
bullshitting
sure-
I
everyone.
swear to God, he told me.
Yeah, Trish,
he told everyone that.
Trish, what,
Is he really doing architecture at university?
Yeah, he is.
why do you
Okay.
why do you think he told that to everyone, all the other women as well? Because he wanted to. Did you show him your feet?
No, and he didn't even play with them. I wish he would have.
Don't
He
blame
was
him.
actually sucking them.
Oh, someone needs a massage on their sore.
Matt Croker was there, an old teammate of
great.
yours, Jack.
Beautiful.
If one word sums up Matt Croker, gentleman. What a wonderful person.
gentleman.
And the other guy was here, the cowboy, Scotty
Drinky.
Drinkwater,
Yes.
who possibly is in the running for men of the match. I thought
Yeah.
he was in great form.
Drinky. He had his golf day as well for his players, his golf brand the day before. So he was going to stay at ours.
Has he got a golf brand?
Yeah. Him,
What?
Valentine Holmes and Chad Townsend.
What's it called?
Players.
Cool.
It's called. Yeah, they got like
it's
merch
pretty
and
short.
whatnot. Yeah, don't buy it. Everyone don't buy
Stop
it because they manufacture at a child's.
Oh, stop it.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I heard Chad Townsend. Yeah, it's a third world country they chose. He's got their kids working there for about 3 cents.
Yeah. No. It is a
Stop
great
it.
shop.
They're joking.
Of course, we're just joking. But yeah, he was going to stay, didn't, ended up sleeping at Valentine's house, and then he had to get an Uber over from Cronulla, which is, for people that don't
An
know Sydney too
hour?
well, an hour plus.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. And when he rocked up, he was a bit scratchy, but he
Came good.
to a flying start. He's got so much He's got so much energy drinking.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like, and then I woke up in the morning expecting to see there was Croaks on the lounge downstairs, Darky laying on the floor
Like a vampire,
downstairs,
yeah. Getting
and I
off
don't
of
know
his-
why. Well, there is another lounge available down there. Then I thought, I was expecting Drinky to be in bed with you, Coops.
Well, he was supposed to be. And then,
And then Jack was in there, and I heard Drinky told me that you were nude in there,
yeah.
Jack.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, but why
But
in my bed?
apparently they put you in bed with Gemma, your girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know
No.
why. I think
Yeah.
I went to go play a prank on Cooper and then thought, geez, this bed's comfy. Because he's got a really comfortable bed.
He does.
And I've just gone, screw it.
Yeah.
But I got to say, fair play to you blokes, Jack, and particularly Drinky. He's had a big night the night before. I remember finding myself out, again, not doing what Darky was doing, wasn't playing with the girls' feet, but I was dancing with girls like Raffo, one of your great mates, his girlfriend, Lola, who's a lovely girl.
She's gorgeous.
Chatting to them all out there, pressing them with my fun facts, dancing away. And I looked at the clock and I went, 2 a.m. And my enthusiasm just drained completely out of me. And then when I went to bed, I thought, I got up in the morning, I thought, how'd you go? Mate, these blokes, went to DYRSL at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Didn't
Yeah.
get in.
Didn't get
but
let
they
in.
went
Didn't get in.
Yeah.
Mate, another one. Drinky gets the shits when I talk about him not getting into places. Well, it happened again, Drinky.
The funniest part was he was like, okay, let's just, he was
Give it
pretty
a try.
casual. He's like, yeah, let's get in. And then we get there and the guy's like, well, we shut in 10 minutes. So,
Yeah.
like, do you want to be in here for 10 minutes or should you just go home? And we all just went, nah, let's just go home.
Yeah,
The
probably smart.
Well, when Drinky said he tried to come in my room because like we'd planned he was going to sleep there, saw Jack in there nude, went and slept on the couch outside my room, which is why Darky
Yes.
slept on the floor.
Yes.
But then he said in the middle of the night, I don't know what it was, but I found myself crawling along the floor. And then when he woke up in this potty studio,
I know, on the carpet.
and he had the big red curtain that we've got on the ground with him as a blanket.
Who said that?
That was Drinky.
He said that studio floor not very comfortable.
Yeah, I said, why did you go? Like, why did you do that? And he goes, I have no idea. He said, I have no idea. But I had to get up early because I had to go straight to a flight to get to Melbourne for this ghost tour jail thing. So I didn't see anyone.
Oh, that was scat.
Because how long was the drive? How long was the drive?
Mate, well, an hour Uber to the airport, which I vomited in my Uber on the way out. I nearly thought I was going to, like when you're hungover and you just start to think like the worst. I thought I had alcohol poisoning or something because I don't really vomit or anything.
That's a lie. I've seen you vomit a number of times.
On a night out, yes.
Yeah.
Not the next day.
Oh, no, you did.
When?
Jack's 21st. We went for lunch at Hugo's. You'd had a big night. We were out the front waiting for an Uber or a taxi, and you vomited over the fence.
Well, that was a long time ago. That's I would have been 18, 19.
Yeah, well, you did it though.
Sometimes you don't know how much you had to drink till you wake up the next day. I said the same to Trish. I said to Trish, I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of bed today. I'm just shot to pieces. And then you had to get out to...
Yeah, the Uber there I spewed. And then when I'm on the flight, all the way to Melbourne, and then it was a 3.5 hour drive to Ararat, which is like country Victoria.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
No, mate, I did feel for you.
I was sitting there and I'm about to, it was going to be a long night. Like the ghost tour didn't start till 8 p.m.
How about Pete too? He would have heaps of NO too.
With intern Pete
and
too.
I've got intern Pete, who's like one of the producers on the radio show. And just I don't mind Pete.
He's lovely.
God, he could possibly one of the most annoying blokes.
He's effervescent.
I love him.
But he puts no effort into being annoying. And you know what was so annoying? He's so heavy on the brake. You know, like when you're driving with someone and I'm trying to sleep, I had my feet up like on the dash, like I'm just trying to get a few hours sleep leading to this ghost tour. And we're on the highway, so there's no real need to brake. But it was like the moment he ticked over the speed limit, he'd brake really heavily and like my whole body would jolt and he'd wake me up and he'd go, sorry, mate. And he had the volume of the radio so high.
Oh, Jesus.
Has he heard of cruise control?
No, I don't think he knows how to use it. It was one of the worst experiences. And then I get to this ghost tour and they're talking about spirits and things, which is not what you want to listen to when you're like hungover. Like I had enough of them the night before. And then, you know what was really good? Because I'm known to get quite short, like temper-wise when I'm hungover, or just really impatient, like bullshit,
or just in general,
or just in life generally.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there, and they start talking about like getting a Ouija board out and channeling spirits, and it's like midnight at this stage, and I'm sitting there.
Were you thinking of anyone you could bring up?
I just couldn't care less. Like at this stage, I would have rather become one of the spirits and died than be there. And I said, you know what, guys, I'm going to go to bed. And they were like, oh no, everyone was so offended that I wanted to go to sleep. And I was like, no, because we're sleeping in the jail. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go to bed. And they're like, oh, we'll wake you up if like something happens. And I'm like, sweet, good as gold. So I go, whatever. And I'm sleeping. And then like an hour later, someone comes up to me. I think it was Pete comes up to me and he goes, Cooper, something's happening. Come out. And I just said, piss off, Pete. And straight back to sleep. Yeah.
So what cell were you in?
We went in. I didn't end up sleeping in there because it was like kind of creepy. Because I slept like in their recreational area where they used to do arts and crafts.
Oh, wow, that's hardcore.
Wow,
yeah, you are tough.
Stabbed with a crayon.
The place, like Chopper Reed, obviously, he stayed there for 2 weeks.
Why only 2 weeks?
Because he said everybody in here was too mental and he requested to get transferred to a different prison.
Okay.
Because it was like, it started as a jail and then it turned into like a jail for the criminally insane. So it was like people that had done something wrong who were also insane. Like
would Chopper fit that category?
No. Some of the yarns that were getting around there, like these people were different beasts. Like they were like, had proper issues. Like they were doing, they're not just killing people in a gangster session. You know what I mean? Like Chopper was. Yeah. It was wild.
Chopper came up to me one day and he goes,
you met him?
Yeah, numerous times. He came up and goes, hey, Matty, they told me you're that fucking red dragon, huh? You're that fucking red dragon. I went, yeah, Chopper. He goes, I fucking like him. He goes, I shared cells, very similar place to Red Dragon.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you stop swearing?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I imagine you would have been like, he would have probably seen a lot of himself in Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't dissimilar in appearance, were they?
When he had him on the radio, I might have told you, Blake, we were actually interviewing myself, MG, Gus, and Pagey, and he put the earphones on, and literally he was going, hey, boys, I don't think my microphone's working. Blah, 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 blah. Is this thing on? Sorry, let me have to swear. Is this fucking thing on? We go, no, Chopper, it's on. Boys, you give me a bad one. It's not working. We didn't have the guts to tell him, Chopper, you don't have any ears.
So he didn't have any ears.
No, because he had them, and then he got out of his jail cell coop by chopping them off because he couldn't get the ears through the what do you call
the
it?
bars.
The bars.
Are you joking?
Yeah, he cut to escape. He cut his own ears off
with razors. His own ears.
And what about the rest of his body?
Have you not seen Chopper with Eric Bana?
I don't think I've seen it enough.
It's one of the best movies ever.
It is one of the great Australian movies, Chopper. And talking about lunatics, going forward, a little bit of a tease, people, coming up soon. On Backstage, we are going to have an edition of Gary and Gail Johns telling all their stories about Andrew and I and Kate growing up and great Gary Johns stories.
It almost didn't end.
Yeah.
Well, Jack was getting the shits. Because towards the end there, I've got to say, Dad told some really heavy stories about his times in coal mines. And I'm watching it and I'm thinking, this getting Dad and Gaz is sort of starting to tear up and cry. And I looked over my shoulder and Jack's
Jack's angry. Yeah. The one time you see Gaz, Gaz can get quite emotional, but Jaz is getting quite emotional. I look at and Jack, and where I sit in the, when we do the interview potties, Jack can make direct eye contact with me. So in terms of if he has to communicate something, and Jack just kept looking at me going, wrap it. And that was 20 minutes later. We still hadn't wrapped it because he was just short. He wanted to get out and see his mates.
And then the story that he told when he had the near-death experience, that was one when he was crying, that was really heavy. And then we go, righto, Gaz. And Jack had been giving me the stink eye, so wrap him up. I go, good on you, Gaz. Well, mate, Dad, Mum, that was fantastic. Hang on a second. I've got one more before you go. I thought, oh, no. Yeah. And I just wouldn't look at Jack.
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
And then Dad went over his shoulder and he goes, Jack, you reckon we can tell one more? And Jack just didn't say anything. He goes, go on, guys, tell one more. Don't worry about it. It was very, very funny.
Can I just say my favourite story of the week is the robbery at the Louvre.
Really?
There's something about someone stealing crown jewels that is just deliciously old school.
So whose crown jewels? The French crown jewels,
it was French crown jewels. So I did a bit of study about how this happened. Right? You tell me if this is suspicious or not. So, as I said, robbed priceless crown jewels. Now, they arrived at 9:30 a.m. just after the Louvre opened. They put a boat down the Seine River and got out at the back of the Louvre, put a ladder up, righto, and cut through, industrial tools, cut through, jumped in, went in through the Louvre to a room where there were two security guards, threatened the security guards with the weapons, and they just took off and they went in there. They stole all the crown jewels and were gone by 9:34. Went in at 9:34. No CCTV in that particular room.
Oh, really?
Do you tell me if that's sus or not?
Yeah, there's an inside job being done, I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's very...
I'm trying to think about these days. Surely this day and age, 2025, you can't rob it without having a bit of inside help.
Yeah,
exactly.
Can I ask, so that room that they entered into with the two security guards, was that an exhibition room? Could you go in there and have a look at the crown jewels there, or was that a back room?
It's a back, but you can go in there.
Okay.
So the Louvre, they said it only opened minutes earlier. So it must have been right at the back.
And people wouldn't have had the time to
So they've gone bang, and they must have knew once it opens, there was, some little...
I almost thought the days of those kind of robberies were done.
Just on TV and movies.
Your Ocean's 11, your Pink Panthers. Yeah. I thought security in this age was too good.
Digital age.
Haven't you watched all the movies where the thieves do sort of... gymnastics under the laser beams? Come on.
But there's no friggin' laser.
Trish, it's a movie.
I know.
Can I just say?
I know.
Can I just give you a lightning quick story? It was told to me by the great boxing trainer Johnny Lewis, who knows everyone around the inner west of Sydney. Around that inner west of Sydney, around the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there was all these old wise guys. There was a thin blue line between the cops and the criminals. Anyway, there was a gang that he spoke about. Well, a bloke we're having coffee, and this bloke walks up and he goes, Johnny goes, hey, come over here. Have you met Matty? Oh, no, I haven't. Hey, Matty, how you going? Chat to a really nice bloke. He walked away and goes, do you know who he is? I said, no. He goes, mate, he was in the Kangaroo Gang. You heard of them? I went, no, I haven't. So the Kangaroo Gang were a group of young Aussies from Sydney who, through the 60s and early 70s, even Scotland Yard said some of the most masterful, robberies in British history. So they took all the crown jewels from Mayfair and Knightsbridge at Jewellers, 10-year spree. Now, I love this. Listen to the names. This is the names of the gang. The leader of the gang was the King, Arthur Delaney, originally a truck driver from Newcastle. The other people were called Jack the Fibber Warren, Billy the General Hill, Gorgeous George Gardner, and the master thief was this young guy, little fella called Wee Jimmy Lloyd.
So they're all Aussies.
All Aussies, right?
That's the kangaroo.
All
gang.
Sydney boys, except for the King Arthur, who was a Newcastle boy. Now, Wee Jimmy Lloyd used to go in as a young fella into the pubs around Newtown and that, and everyone would be having a drink. Then he'd go, "Oi, everyone look at this," and hold everyone's wallets up. He was such an amazing pickpocket.
Sleight of hand. Now, they had 2 rules. They were very well respected. What they used to use all the time, they called head pullers. Now, head pullers were gorgeous women that they would get from Australia who they were friends with, and that would walk into places and distract everyone, right? And they had 2 rules, which I really liked. They were like Robin Hoods. Number 1, no violence. Through their 10 years of all people they ever stole from in places, not one person was ever injured. That was the thing. No violence, no one gets hurt. Never rob a working man or a person down on their luck. So they just robbed
Selective.
the Hoy Malloy. Now,
Head pullers? That's a bad name.
The story I want to talk about, Wee Jimmy Lloyd, really, really quick one. I've told you guys this before. When Wee Jimmy Lloyd joined their master heist, they were stealing this particular jewel. It might have been from Harrods or somewhere there. So they said, righto, the King Arthur Delaney goes, right, are we going to go in here? Now, Wee Jimmy, listen, mate, this is reconnaissance. We don't want you going in. Let's not try to steal or anything like that. So we're going to go in. We're going to check it out. We're going to come back a few days later, see how we get this thing. Yep. They go in there. They do the reconnaissance. Everything's good. They go sit back in the car and they go, well, what do you reckon, boys? Wee Jimmy, what do you think? He goes, I've already got it. Had it in his hand.
Oh, what?
Amazing.
What an amazing thief he was.
I do have an appreciation. Like, I get it's
For a good thief.
Like,
Sleight of hand.
Let me phrase this. Yeah, I mean, a sleight of hand. It's almost magic, right?
Yeah,
like you look
that's
at,
true.
Basically, if you're a thief, you either become a magician and you perform at weddings, or you become a thief.
Yeah.
Like you become a robbery.
When I went to Paris a couple of years ago, I was thinking, like, I had my backpack every time I went on public transport or the tunnel or anything. I always took my bag in like my hand and had it in front of me because everyone was telling me, they said they're that good, like all the from the they say from the, is it like the history of like peasantry?
The Romanies,
and
Romany gypsies, they say,
it's crazy, and they reckon it is the one place where it is like guaranteed that if you like don't look after your things, you are going to get like things stolen.
Well, that Arthur Delaney, they couldn't find him for a long time. Not until the 90s, he did his last heist. Went into London in the 90s and did another master heist and just then disappeared.
Well, magicians blow my mind. Like magicians blow. I remember at Chez's wedding, they had a magician there called Magic Mike, not a stripper. That's his thing. And he was awesome. He was that good. But a couple of times, sleight of hand, took my card from the back of my ear, the coins, 20 cents, gone.
Cooper, I've got the whole kit I bought in London 2 years ago.
You don't, like these magicians have been doing it their whole life. You can't.
Now you've got to practice.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but thanks.
Yeah.
But they, like, you either have it, like, you don't just, like, you got to work hard at being a magician, and you got to learn it young. Like, you don't just pick it up at 26, like the Sea Dog, and then do it.
I reckon you could.
But the point I wanted to get to, now that I've spent a night in jail, and I've you know what I mean?
Decided you don't want to go there
as a guest. No. Like, I could go. I honestly believe I could go into prison, and I'd be running it.
What, the top dog?
Maybe in a month.
So? I think, you know
Let's
what I
not
think?
try that, hey?
That's not going to age well.
I think if you went into prison, within about 10 minutes, you'd be in the shower room being buggered.
Do you reckon of being rogered? Is that what you reckon? Well, if that's how I got to get my way to the top, brother, guilty as charged.
But the point, going to mate Cooper. Now listen, the judge says, the magistrate said, Cooper, we're going to leave off his last time. Here's a warning. No, I'm not going to learn. Just send me to jail.
Sir, judge, I'm guilty. You haven't done anything wrong. Don't worry, I'm guilty. Send me there now, even if it's just for a night. But now that I've been in jail, in terms of crime, petty theft, murder, and the rest of them, I look at robbers and theft, particularly when they rob things like a major corporation, not like an individual.
More fraud.
I see that, and I respect it in a way.
You're quite the socialist.
I tell you what, for me, it's not what I don't respect white collar crime. I respect people who go into a place like like the Louvre and be so clever, like a real pro,
A cool crime.
and not be able, and not have to hurt anyone.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
The thing is, at the end of the day, it's all based on around greed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. But
Desperation too.
But it's more, but it's also in my head, I'm like, if you rob someone on the
Get a
street,
job.
I think that's low. Like, that's a low. You rob someone in an alley, that's low. But if you do something like the Louvre, where you got to be so creative, you got to do all this, and realistically, it's not affecting
there's enough
it's not
money
affecting,
in the Louvre.
Yeah,
there's enough cash in there.
Spot on.
when it's not affecting the major corporate individuals, it's only affecting major corporations, dude.
That's
I'm
right.
happy. I'm like one of those eco-friendly guys. Don't chop down the trees. I'll chain myself to a tree.
Well, you ever think about where the French aristocracy got their money?
You
think about
exactly.
how their royalty got their money. We go, there's a lot of looting and stealing going on there to get their wealth. So hey, steal from the rich.
Well, okay.
Think about the Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911 by
It's
the
been stolen a
Italian.
few times, Trish, I think, hasn't it?
I don't know, but what made the Mona Lisa famous was the fact that it was stolen and disappeared for 2 years.
For all we know, it's not even the real one, Trishy.
And who knows? And it was an inside job. Like, it was a guy who had previously worked at the Louvre, and he just walked in, took it out of the frame, rolled it up, and walked back out.
If you
He's
could,
an Italian fellow.
if you could, it's a question without notice. If you could steal one thing in the world, like from a major, not like like Rob's wallet down the road. If you could steal one sort of iconic thing, what would you want?
I wouldn't. I don't think. I'd be looking over my shoulder constantly.
No, but like Trish,
Get
I'm
to
saying if you can
Just
get
use
away
your
with
imagination
I'm
here for a
saying if you can
second.
get away with.
Well, what's the greatest diamond?
I'm not really au fait on these crown jewels and stuff like that. If I just steal something,
And I don't want an artwork.
I know there's a neighbour up here who's got a beautiful car. I would like to steal that.
Maybe like a Michael Jordan rookie card. Those things go for a fair bit, I think.
What a waste of a
True that.
choice. Like the Mona Lisa would be something amazing to have
God,
that in
where
your
are you
house.
going to put it? It's freaking ugly.
True.
Not in this house, you won't.
Oh, mate, put it in this room, just sitting in the background.
It'd be a pretty good podcast edition. I mean, they'd
Imagine.
find it quite quickly because it's in the back of all of our podcasts. But I feel like having the Mona Lisa or that Vincent van Gogh artwork,
Oh, yeah.
like something like that. I think it's a Starry Night.
Like a Monet.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even a nice little rolly.
Or a Pollock. I make Pollocks once a day. In the,
You just keep those to yourself. mate.
Yeah. Mate, that spare toilet at the back, seriously. It's like a war zone every morning.
Here it is. If you get a PSA graded 10 Michael Jordan rookie card, it's worth upwards of $700,000.
Again,
Jack,
not my go.
let your card addiction go.
How about a
That is
really
amazing.
nice boat, like a big overnighter sleep-on boat?
That'd be
I'd like
hard.
that.
Hard
And
to-
off I'd be off to sea.
hard to hide, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
well,
but
us-
apparently, like, it's okay.
The Melbourne Storm seem to do it pretty good.
I don't get it.
Salary cap scandal.
Shout out to
Damn.
you, Cooper
Did
Cross.
someone get a boat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you remember caravans, things like
Oh,
that?
really?
Anyway, back in it's just a little chat. It's the reference isn't as good when you have to explain it. So
Sorry.
I do
Well,
apologize.
you know what? Some other people might
Hey,
understand.
while we're on hangovers, just before we move on, my quiz today, it's a little spin on a quiz.
Yeah.
I want to find the worst possible place you can be hungover. So I'm just going to give you guys scenarios and you guys debate which one is worse until at the end we have one which is going to be the winner. Okay.
Okay.
I've been
Gotcha.
hungover in a lot of places.
So the first one, I'm going to start with my scenario on Sunday, which is staying in a ghost prison overnight. So that or being hungover and having to do a training session. What's worse?
Oh.
No, I actually like training hungover. It's the
You
first
do.
thing I do when I get up in the morning. I go out and I train because once you start to sweat, you get through that first 20, 25 minutes, the hangover's gone.
I'd probably just do the training because it's going to be quicker.
So
Unless I'm going to be sick and I'm going to vomit and I'm going to pass out and I'm
Okay.
going to drop
Yeah,
to the floor and it's done.
For me, it depends on the session. The only times I've ever trained hungover are the over Christmas periods. Where we're not actually training; you're training on your own. And there's sometimes they aren't too bad, but it's what the hard ones are. The hard ones are when someone's riding you really hard. They're the ones that are hard.
I remember once I had no sleep turned up when I was a young player at training because they told us, we're going to have a fun. We're going to do a games day on a Saturday morning. So we went out on an all-nighter. I was about 19, turned up, and the coach sensed that a few of the players had been out. He goes, right, game's off. He goes, mate, we're going to do 800s and 400s. Because I was so blind, I was numb.
Yeah.
Like I was just on fire.
That's what, and this was an observation I made when I was staying in the prison. Sometimes you're so hungover that nothing affects you.
That's true, yeah.
Sometimes half the battle in all these shit situations is mental, but when your brain is numb from numbing it with alcohol the night before and you're hungover, you almost wish you were dead.
No,
So nothing hurts
If
you.
you're exhausted and tired, you're definitely not like you're just like numb to things. Surely,
There's been times when I'm on a plane back and the plane ride's got that
bad.
much, and it's got that much turbulence that I just, and everyone on there is screaming, and I'm sitting there hungover, and I go, if it goes down, it goes down.
Glad.
Yeah. I've been
I am not opening my eyes.
Okay.
I'm not running down.
So we
a
said
chute.
staying in a prison was worse than the training session.
I totally agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah,
Next
I'll take the
scenario:
training session.
staying in a prison or having to go to a wedding.
When you're hungover, mate, I'd happily go to a wedding.
Yeah,
Because
me too.
you have 4 or 5 drinks. Mate,
Couple of shandies.
Yeah.
Fourth beer hits the liver, you're sweet again.
that's very true.
Staying in a prison or going to a 1-year-old kid's birthday party.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'll go to the 1-year-old.
1-year-old's birthday
It's
party.
only
for
2
me.
hours.
No, give me prison.
No, I'm with Trish.
Those snotty kids. That's
No, what you do, you just lay there and let them climb all over you.
Oh,
It's
no,
fine.
I'm
they're
with Dad.
dirty.
Some people go to prison for that. Trish.
No, I'm with Dad. I'm
No,
saying
they're climbing over me. I'm just only Trish.
Honestly, I hate
I'm saying the
kids.
1-year-old is worse.
No.
Yeah, I totally
Oh.
agree.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how do you think I had to live most of my life with you two?
Oh,
Hungover looking after you.
wow. That's not,
Hungover.
that's not a great rap on you, Trish.
No.
Shows the kind of mother you are.
Old Alco.
No.
Okay.
Couldn't wait for nap time.
So that 1-year-old kid's birthday party wins that. 1-year-old kid's birthday party or being hungover at a funeral.
Oh,
No, I'd be happy to do the funeral because what happens after a funeral? Got the wake.
Yeah, but
and again,
you get-
4th beer, liver, sweet.
Oh, you and your liver.
But you get all head noisy and sad when you're hungover. So imagine being at a funeral, particularly if someone's close
No,
to
I'd
you.
rather go to the funeral, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
my wedding day I was so hungover.
those two have been to more funerals than me, so I'll back
Really?
them.
Yeah, I dreaded it. It was pretty bad.
It is bad when you go to a funeral in the church. There's no air conditioning. It's hot. You go, oh my God. Be worse than the box though.
Why were you hungover at your wedding?
Well, the girls and I, we started out playing board games and
Wild.
then we drank all of the alcohol that we had for the bridal party for the photos. We drank it all.
No way. And then what did you have for
Went to bed at 4 a.m.
And were there like people, or was it just you girls? Just your
No,
bro-
the girls and my girlfriend's partner came back because we were at his house.
Oh, yeah.
And they all kept drinking. Yeah.
That's right. Darky was there. He was measuring everyone's feet, wasn't he, Trish?
It's
What
not his
is
birthday.
wrong with
it's
you?
not his
It's
birthday.
not your birthday this week. You're not getting away with that.
It's a shit reference.
Yeah, I think Rob went out and bought more alcohol for me.
Rob did.
Yeah,
Who's
Rob de
Rob?
Castella, the
Robin
marathon
Stace.
winner.
because we were at Rob and Stacey's house.
Okay. we'd
Who
like
are
to
they?
Clarify who they are to people.
Stacey is a dear friend of mine, and her partner, now husband, Rob Cameron.
Yeah, good fella, Rob.
Are their marriage still afloat?
They still
Yep,
are married,
still are,
yes,
mate.
with their lovely 3 children.
Stayed the distance.
She's-
Tough
they're-
to do.
They're the only one of your friends, I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, no, you know what? You're right. A lot of the others are divorced, but guess what? One of the girls got a home run.
What does that mean?
Boom.
She got porked.
Who?
Who was it?
I'm not going to tell you who.
Oh, wait, hang on.
You
hang on.
got
It's
it.
a funny story.
Oh,
But, I mean,
you gotta tell
because
us.
it's been like 12 years. 12 years.
hang
no,
on.
no
Can
action.
I just ask, can it cover over again?
What?
Well, yeah, potentially, but I don't know. Grow cobwebs, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so
The
that she was.
vajayjay.
Oh, what a weird question.
No,
Why
but
did you
I-
let
I-
him get away with asking that?
Oh,
No, but that's a
What,
question.
like a Ken doll?
No, but after, is it use it or lose it? That sort of stuff?
Well, you know, using it obviously improves it, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so,
Why
but
we-
the funny story. Do you want to hear about it?
Not
Yeah,
really.
come on, you got
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Was it at Jack's
Don't hear it.
birthday over the weekend? Or was it someone else? It was, wasn't it?
I'm not telling you. It did happen over the weekend.
And I know who it is.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
That
just
is
there was,
awesome.
There was only one of your single friends at Jack's birthday.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it was the
Okay.
person at Jack's birthday.
I
So
want
anyway.
talk me through blow by blow, so to
Okay,
speak.
well, here's your blow by blow. Okay, so and she got very excited, and he was really hot, and he was younger.
Okay, stop. Where
Wait,
did that
hang
be?
on a second.
Stop. Let's go back. I'm happy to just let's
Oh
talk
my
this through
gosh.
piece by
Yeah,
piece.
Dad wants to know.
I'm so horny. Come on, let's do this. Don't touch us. Let's do it.
Oh my God, you've never been so intent on me speaking.
Let's start
ever.
the genesis of this.
Well,
What happened?
Okay, they met at the pub, so it's no one you know. Okay, it's no one. And she'd given him his number, and then they came back here, right? She did. He didn't. And then they were talking, texting. So then when she left, she met up with him again. That's why she left earlier.
I'm sorry. It happened here.
No, it didn't. She left here.
Yeah, but it was the girl who was here.
I'm not saying. I'm not confirming or denying.
There's only 2 women I can think of that would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you've come up with the second one.
Okay.
So anyway, so they're getting – and they go back to – I'm not sure whose place. Anyway, they went somewhere. But, like, she's, like, dying. Like, and she's like, yes, I'm going to do it. Finally, 12 years, going to do it. Anyway, goes and starts stripping, takes his socks off, and he's got like these weird toes. And she's like going, oh my God.
Are you sure you should be saying this, Trish?
Yeah.
Web toes?
Like
this is cool.
weird toes.
This is very cool.
And she looks at them and he notices, he goes, oh, yeah, when I was young I had polio.
What the hell is polio? Like polio?
Yeah, if he's called polio. And she's like,
Sounds like a rapper.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's get it on. Let's get it going on.
He sings Gangster's Paradise.
yeah. There's not gangsters. Toes. So, and Kate, keep it going.
Look at you, Matt's never been so excited. Anyway, so then she rips off his jeans.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, she rips off. Like, I was getting this. I was
so
like,
innocent.
with the hangover. I know. Well, you never know someone really, do you? And she rips off his jeans and he's got these weird knees.
Wow.
She's going, oh, shit, I don't know if I can do this.
What's wrong with his knees?
Well, that's what she said. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's measles.
Oh, Nilio.
This isn't a joke.
No. He said, well, he might be just a very funny man.
Emilio Estevez.
And anyway, so then she rips off his jocks.
Oh, my God.
And she looks down and she goes, don't tell me. Small cocks.
You done well there. That's
Trisha,
you've delivered.
Taking a whole year.
That is the greatest joke you've ever done. Because we were so invested.
I know you were.
That was
I'm even proud of myself.
That was legitness, Trish. You didn't look at your paper once.
Clip that up, Jack. That was, Trish, it's taken you 5-6 years, but that is the first joke I've ever laughed at this podcast.
And honestly, you were so intrigued.
Do you know what? I was turned on for her. Like, that's really weird, but I was so turned on.
What, the
when
Tolio,
you said
the
he's really
measles
hot, I
and
was
the
like, good
smallpox?
for her.
Why do you say turned on like you're holding a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, I was like twisting.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like I'm playing with his
knees.
Yeah.
And mic drop, boom.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
We
that's
do-
so good.
Now we have 2 more scenarios and then we can
let's
wrap it
do
up.
this.
Okay.
Back to that, to remind you, this is the worst situation we hung over in. Trish overtook it with one of the greatest jokes of all time.
That is
Well done.
fantastic.
I don't even know where we are. Okay, kid's birthday or an international flight?
International flight because I'm going somewhere good.
Oh,
And I sleep.
And you can sleep.
And you drive
Just
yourself.
go
Yep.
bush, not
Okay.
just wet, and a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, now the last scenario, a kid's 1-year-old birthday or a 6-hour drive?
But I thought you said that the flight won.
Yep,
Shouldn't it be?
that's right.
That
But you
one.
said you'd rather be at the flight. This is
Yeah.
to try to find the worst
Oh, the
hungover,
worst.
Trish. So how did that win?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Give me the 1-year-old's birthday, and I'm going to sneak off to the toilets and drink.
I'll have the 6-hour drive. Yuck, that's a vomit.
Hair of the dog is
situation.
essential.
So I'll go.
So you're both saying 6-hour drive is the worst place to be hungover?
I think
reckon
so.
In the world. Wow. Okay,
Wow.
that wins.
Interesting.
Wow.
Hot bus too, where you can't. Mate, a bus is always dangerous because you can't pull over, and you get
You just want somewhere that you can sleep.
Hey,
you can sleep through it.
To finish, can I just say one thing that happened at dinner the other night? Just a thing between Dad and Jem, and I always love the little interactions between Dad and Jem because
She's really kind to him.
yeah, she treats him like he's like
Simple.
really, really like fragile.
Yeah.
And Dad came back from the doctors, and the Dad come back and said, "Mate, it's crazy. The doc said to me like." I was pretty rattled that I had a 10% chance in the next 5 years of having a heart attack. Correct? Is that right, Colin?
He did. Yeah.
And
Dad's told everyone as well.
and-
I overhear him telling everyone.
Yeah, and apparently that's fairly normal from what
Yes.
we've heard. And Jem said, "Wow, that's not too bad. Like
Still
that's normal."
alarming.
And then
She
Dad
wasn't that bothered.
come back with, and I heard him in the background say this story. He goes, "But Jem, I back horses at 30-1."
Which is very true.
You're a special.
Okay. I always think it like this. There's a 10% chance in the next 5 years we're going to have a heart attack. So it's like, righto, put some money on it, 10-1 horse. And that horse, you're sitting there watching the races at Randwick.
For 5
and
years.
if that horse wins, you're going to have a heart attack. You know, you can understand. You just, mate, I've backed plenty of horses that have been more than $10.
Well, what about this guy? There's a 90% chance you're not going to have a heart attack in the next
but
fight.
in your like, you haven't got a jockey riding your heart, whipping it. You know what I mean?
have got someone whipping me. She's on my left.
And I am whipping your heart hard.
Yeah, you are, Michelle Payne.
Okay.
Michelle Payne.
Yeah.
She's a good jockey.
No,
I know she's a good jockey. I was just anyway.
Well, is that insulting to Michelle Payne?
No. Hey,
well, I tell you what, we're gonna do political movies. We can do that next week.
Yeah,
do it next week.
We had so much to talk about. That
And
was
as we
great.
said before, a couple of really big episodes coming up. Gaz and Gale, but the other one we didn't mention too is a bit of a tease. Scott Drinkwater episode, which boys, I think could be just about our best backstage.
Yeah.
I think
really?
It was without doubt our funniest.
Something happens in the middle of it, and it is just so bizarre.
Yeah, Drinky's one of the great characters. Everyone always asks me, like, the question I get more than anything, I reckon, is like, who would you rather? Because I've had a lot of drinks with people. Who's if you could take 3 people like on a trip away, I always include Drinky in that conversation.
Oh, and I understand
I can
why.
see
Spending
why,
the weekend
yeah.
with him
He's
is
just-
good energy.
He's just a
He's
well-meaning guy.
And he's just a lovely man.
And he just gets along with everyone. He's just so like he just laughs and giggles, and he's so
beautiful.
he is so easy to make laugh. Like he was even laughing at Jack's jokes. I thought.
Yeah.
No, he's been sending me messages since he's been.
He said something. Sent me a message. Just goes, mate. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having me.
it's
And
really
I said,
lovely.
mate, me and Jack were just talking about you just earlier. What a legend you are. He never came back. I was waiting for a bit of reciprocal.
Anyway, right.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Anyone doing anything exciting this weekend?
Ah,
No, very quiet. I'm not drinking for 13 days until a wedding I have.
I promised that in the midst of a hangover.
Yeah,
I'm
he
ready.
promised.
I'm
Isn't the
going
wedding
back.
in like 9 days?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but I've already started the 13 days.
Oh.
It was 13 days from your birthday.
So from when
From
you
that
had your
weekend.
literal last
Oh, I
drink.
thought you said
Yeah.
30 days. Like
No,
that
no,
would
13 days.
That would have been like respectable.
And
No,
Coops,
13.
we've got to work out our routine, mate, for the wedding as well. So,
Yeah,
And next week,
Dad's emceeing the wedding.
we're dressing up for Halloween episode.
Okay,
for
sounds
next
good to
Friday.
me.
All right, see you
Who you
later,
got coming
Beetlejuice.
up? Who you got coming up on Monday on the backstage?
Drinky, I think. Scotty Drinkwater first.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you got to listen to people.
Yeah.
It's
If-
effing good.
If you like laughing. Do
Yeah,
you do your listeners like laughing out there?
do you like to
Do our
laugh?
little back fences like laughing?
Do you like funny content?
Yeah, probably.
Now, back fences as well.
Jesus Christ. Are we ever going to end this podcast?
the
Hang on, let me turn
any
Jack
caps because I'm going to take them off because then I'll be hithering and dithering and I won't be able to send out
What, the backstage?
caps.
Yeah, any of the
okay,
caps.
because you
Get
said
on,
back fence.
hey, get on
Oh, the back fences.
the
That's
back
what they
fences
call
that
them.
that's what we've been calling our people.
Cool.
You know,
Cool.
you knew that, didn't you?
Sort of.
Hey, have you heard a thing called 6s and 7s that kids are doing?
6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 7. What
Yeah.
is that?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
it's bloody hard. What did you think it was? Go on, you explain
No,
it.
Joe and I had hats out when we played.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Blake
not
Cummins
that.
said, mate, you can do a hat called 6s and 7s. We're ahead of the game, dude.
We did.
It's called, but this is called 6, 7.
7.
It's just like, you know how like the kids come up with the dab or what's 9 plus 10, 21? It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
It's just one of those meme things. It'll die just as quickly as it was created.
But what does it mean?
It's so hard to.
Doesn't have a
I don't
meaning?
really understand.
Jack's getting, and let's cut it.
Oh,
Jack's
he's doing
getting,
it
No,
again.
Jack's getting the shit.
Jack doesn't like Jack gets sick of it. Okay, we don't need to dictate by Jack.
Yeah.
But all the young
Right, just
kids
'cause
are
he
doing
hates
it.
Gaz and Gale.
6, 7. It started off with a basketballer's height, apparently.
You know what?
And then it's in a
I'm gonna
song.
I'm gonna find a kid. I'm gonna get him to teach me exactly what it is because I know what it is and I know how to use it in context, but I don't know exactly. And I'm gonna come in next week. I'm gonna educate everyone.
Excellent. We need to know what the young
just to
people are doing.
Review next week on this show. Jack and I started watching The Golden Bachelor. Hopefully it gets better.
Ooh.
It was awful to watch. I've got to say.
Really? Was it
It
bad?
was so sad and so awful.
Oh, you know what I
Anyway.
watched last night? The Perfect Neighbour. Oh, my Lord. It's frightening.
I'll look forward to it.
Let's hope no one has a neighbour like that. See you, people.